Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
I can see what she's doing. She's actually saging the room because I'm watching the video and we're also giving you the audio in the podcast. I'm talking about Elizabeth Rivera, and she is an integrative health and wellness coach with thrivehealingcenters.com. Elizabeth, how are you doing today?
I am so amazing. How are you today?
I'm good. Am I right about that? You're saging?
I am saging. We're starting off our session today by cleansing the auric field of our lovely client here, Jada, this morning. And the sage is really just helping us create the sacred space that we want in order to do this great work, where we're healing the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects of ourselves. And the sage removes negative energies, entities, viruses, bacteria in the air, and allows us to have this clear space where then we can really start the healing process.
So you said something interesting, and I sage, I think we talked about it last time.
Yes.
I do it just to have positivity, get rid of evil energy or negative energy. I didn't know that saging also gets rid of bacteria and things like that in the air. So that's very interesting. So, there are more benefits to it than I even thought.
Yes, absolutely. And it's much safer and more natural than using Lysol or something traditional that we're used to that's chemical based, right? So this comes straight from nature. It's literally just sage. There's nothing else in there. Yep. But that's why we at Thrive Healing Center works with all the plants and flowers and the things that God created, because they're intelligent and they do their job so well. And sage is one of those things that just knows how to do its job. And then behind the sage, we use the holy wood, which is the Palo Santo. And Palo Santo has the ability to then seal the auric field and the space around us and give us a protective layer so that the negative energies or entities that we just removed, or any other ones out there and floating around in the etheric world, cannot come back to harm us.
Gotcha. I just have to get past my kids always saying, something's burning. What is that smell? It's like, okay, don't worry about it. I got this. So you have somebody that you're about to treat, and I'll just paint the picture if you're listening and not watching. You have somebody on the treatment table. And what are you doing now?
So right now I'm using a crystal etheric weaver, and I'm placing it directly over the sacral chakra, which is at the base of the spine. And I'm seeing if it's moving or flowing. And this client, it is flowing clockwise, which is proper and correct. And look at how much motion it has. It's very active chakra. So then I'm going to move up the body, and this just helps me to see where my client's at before we get started, if anything is really calling for attention. So moving up to the sacral chakra, she also has clockwise flow, and it's very active. So that's great. That also talks about a lot about her vitality of her organ systems and her nervous system. Moving up to the solar plexus, again, look at how powerful this flow is. My pendulum is just swinging out of control here. That means she's extraordinarily powerful. And she knows, she's very confident in herself. And moving up to the heart chakra, we can see again, she's moving clockwise, and it is swinging at almost 12 inches to the left and the right.
Wow.
Her heart chakra is wide open, it's flowing. And the heart chakra is the most important chakra, actually, because it's dead center, but it's halfway between the bottom and the top. And it has 100,000 times capability of manifestation than the mind. So you're able to create 100,000 times more powerfully when you do work out of your heart space. It's been calculated by the Heart Math Institute in California. So this is an actual scientific fact.
Interesting. And what crystal are you using there, Elizabeth? What is that?
It's called an etheric weaver. And what this does is it is a healing tool all in its own right. and it helps organize chi in the body. And it also shows me energy flow. And it is absolutely beautiful.
It does. Yeah.
So I've been using this healing tool for many, many years. And the great Buddha Maitreya is the one who manufactures those, and you can find them through his establishment. So now that we've, set our intentions, my client has chosen the colors that she resonates with. So we have the color cards surrounding the room. The frequency from the cards is also helping us to create a space that's perfect for her and for what she needs today. And that's the amazing thing about colors, is that our body responds very well to the frequencies of them, most of them, and especially when we look at them and we're resonating. So she chose about 15 colors to put around the room. And now we're going to start applying colors directly to her chakra system, starting with her Earth Star, which is below the feet. And we're going to do that with warm water wash rags. It feels amazing. We'll put the essences directly on the wash rag and hold it on the feet. It'll help the grounding process. And it's really going to help her etheric body grow roots. And I like to think of it like that. So Jada, I'd like for you to envision growing roots and really getting grounded into the Earth Star chakra. That is about 12 inches below your feet.
And it's funny, last time we got together, Elizabeth, you showed me the color card and I picked a color, and I'm trying to remember how that went down. I think I picked a purple.
Purple, yes, you did. Good memory.
Yeah. And what did that represent?
So purple represents destiny's calling and creating your chosen path. And today we are working with violet. And violet is an amazing color for cleansing, deeply rejuvenating and refreshing, leaving you feeling uplifted, radiant, connected to source. And when the physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual bodies need a makeover or a reset, violet is supportive. So today we're working with violet. Last week, you and I both were working with purple. And so there's a little physician in every cell of our bodies. It's intelligent and it knows exactly what we need. It's called your intuition. So if you tap into that and you start asking yourself these questions like, what color do I need for support today? You'll hear or see the color, and then you can follow suit by eating that color foods, wearing those color clothes, incorporating the colors into your jewelry with crystals, and then going as far as, working with color essences and drinking them.
Wow. So really what you're saying is trust your intuition. And when you say, yeah, I feel like I'm going to wear blue today, there's potentially a reason why, if it came from within, there's a reason why you pick blue.
That's correct.
Never knew that.
Yeah, I've actually been working off of that color therapy model all of my life, not knowing that it was supporting me. I've always been a person that would wake up in the morning and try to match how I'm feeling with the outfit and so on.
But you never knew why you were doing it.
I really didn't. And even going into as far as biology and physiology in school, they did not teach us about the etheric bodies and how it runs off of color. And they also didn't really teach us a lot of science about color in school. And so this is stuff that I've had to discover through my healing journey. And because it's made such an amazing impact in my life, I have to share it.
And in my journey, I'm just starting to learn about these things. It was on my radar, but I didn't know how deep it went. Like for crystals, thought they were pretty, thought they had some certain properties, never had any idea of the energy that they harness And I only just started saging probably, I don't know, maybe a year ago, not even that. But I kind of do it on a regular basis. So you're, who are you treating today? What's her name again?
This is Jada, and she is my daughter and my executive assistant. So when you stop by at our new location at Thrive Healing Center, you'll be able to meet her. And she is a willing participant this morning.
I'm so jealous because she can get as many sessions as she wants, I would assume.
Yes, but remember, with every session, your vibration raises. And so you have to be in a position and a mindset to want to change, because all the work we do allows you to get rid of the things in your life that no longer serve you, whether that's a behavior, emotion, or, so forth, an addiction, something like that, and people that no longer serve you. And
Yeah.
so doing this work, you really need to be ready for it. And you need to be aware that you are changing and you were created for so much more. You are supernatural.
It's funny you should say that, Elizabeth, because I have a lifelong friend, known her since I was 17, and she's a therapist. And we were talking recently about people in our lives. And she pointed out some people in my life, as I explained it to her. And she said those same exact words. You know what? They no longer serve you. It's not a negative thing. It's not a bad thing. They're here for a reason or a season. And those particular people or person doesn't serve anymore in your life. And I think it kind of holds true to everybody when you think about it.
That's correct. And it's okay to outgrow people,
Mm-hmm.
And we have to let go of things that no longer serve us, because otherwise you won't be able to accomplish the things that you were truly created for.
Yep. Amen to that.
And it's hard sometimes. Sometimes it's family and friends that mean so much to us,
Yep.
Or intimate relationships that once were amazing, but we've outgrown them and we've each other.
So what are you doing now? You're doing something to Jada's neck.
Yes. So I have started, I started at the feet with the Earth Star, and I've started working my way up. And what I'm doing now is I've rotated and calibrated the chakra system with chakra essences that not only have color frequency embedded into them, but also crystal, flower, and gem essences combined. And so each essence that we apply to the chakra goes according, follows suit with the colors. So let's talk about the chakra system a little bit.
Sure.
There are wheels of energy, and they are connected to your nervous system and your vital organs. They're also created at different stages of our growth throughout life. And when they're being formed, they're programmed with the things and life events that are going on at that time. So for instance, if your root chakra has an imbalance with finances, maybe you grew up as a young person between the ages of 1 and 7 in poverty or in a situation of lack. And so when we work on these energy centers, we're not just working on the physical, but also the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual. And so they all have corresponding colors to them. The lower portion of the body is red. So from the base of the spine down to the feet, we're working with dark, deep red color. And then moving up to the sacral chakra, right below the navel, that energy portal is governed by your nourishment. And if your mother was really nurturing and poured into you, your maternal instincts come from this center. And its color is orange. And it's also connected a lot to your vitality and your health of your gut. So we know that if there's imbalances in this chakra, we have imbalances in our digestive system. Also moving up then to the next chakra, which is above the navel, that center is yellow. And yellow we think of as a really bright and happy color, right, Steve? And so yellow brings in joy and energy and self-esteem, purpose. And so people who have a lot of confidence about them, their solar plexus chakra is beaming golden rays of light. Okay. And some people lead with that instead of leading with the heart, right? Which is right above the solar plexus is the heart chakra. And its color is green. Green, we think usually of like envy or money, but that isn't actually so. We've been kind of taught the opposite of what green really means. And green means love, abundance, peace, forgiveness. And we want to resonate with the color green and allow it to pour into our heart chakra so that our heart chakra can expand to that 100,000 times the power as any other power center that we have. So the heart center is also sacred space, and it is something that needs to be protected. That is why the entire chakra system is connected to the etheric bodies, which is the auric field. The auric field, you can think of it almost like a crystal ball surrounding you, protecting you. It gives you boundaries from the world around you, from people's emotions even, and physically. And so it is important to use the auric field on a daily basis to keep it clean with the smudge like we did at the beginning, but to be aware that you can use your auric field mentally with telepathy to protect yourself. And you are ultimately protecting your heart, because this is the space where you have all your power, and we don't want the enemy to come in and devour our power.
So question, what you just mentioned, does that have a particular color?
It does.
Okay.
It's called the high heart, and its color is pink and emerald green. So we use rose quartz for this area, and we also use the color emerald.
Tell me again, the treatment that you're going to be doing today, or you're in the process of doing, what's that called again?
This is called chakra balancing and color therapy, and it's a 60-minute session or a 90-minute session here at Thrive Healing Center.
Got it. We're talking to Elizabeth Rivera, thrivehealingcenters.com. I don't think we've ever done this before, live on TV and live on the radio and during a podcast, but we're doing a chakra treatment and also color therapy. And we're doing that courtesy of Elizabeth Rivera with thrivehealingcenters.com. And we're working on Jada today. She's on the treatment table. At what point are we at right now, Elizabeth?
Okay, so right now we have balanced all the chakras up to the third eye, and then we're going to be going to the crown chakra next. I've just placed an amazing angel aura round orb in Jada's palm, and this is a crystal that we like to use here in the clinic. I think it's really resonating with her today, so that's why I chose it for her. And she's going to be able to release any extra heavy energy that she's holding on to and release it into the crystal. The crystals just love to take the stuff that's no longer serving us, like we've been talking about. And so I'm going to give this additional one over here for her to hold. And so this session really touches on all your senses, okay? We are working with smell with the aromatherapy. We're using the chakra balancing aromatherapy set that we've created here at the apothecary, as well as some rosemary essential oils, just helping with chest and sinus health and respiratory health in general. And then Jada's laying on a bed that is full of amethyst and tourmaline crystals. It's called the biomat. And with every chakra balancing session, you'll be able to experience the biomat's magic. It is infrared heat, so it feels absolutely soothing to the body and just helps you melt onto the table. And after you're melting with about 7 minutes, it has this amazing ability to exchange ions. So it takes the positive ions that are stress related off of the body and brings in the negative ions to help you really relax and feel as though you're right next to a peaceful waterfall or something like that.
Wow.
And in 45 minutes, you've boosted your immune system, and the biomat just has a lot of amazing properties. So she's benefiting from the heat, the crystals, and we've applied color now to the chakra system all the way up to the third eye. We stopped at the heart though, and I wanted to just go back really quick. The throat chakra comes after the heart, and its color is turquoise. And it's the center where our communication lies. So both to receive and to give, because communication is a two-way street, right? And the throat chakra, when closed down, hinders our ability to really trust our intuition and turn our thoughts and dreams into the heart chakra's sanctuary in order to manifest our dreams. And so when we open up the throat chakra, we're able to transmute the messages that come from above and down into the heart. And so it's like a gatekeeper of sorts. So we've gone past the throat chakra and now to the third eye. And I know a lot of people have misconceptions about the third eye and what it is, and does it make you hallucinate or have psychedelic trips? And, maybe some people have experienced that. But the truth is that the third eye is a gland, a pineal gland inside the center of the brain. And it literally has rods and cones, just like the optic nerve.
Okay,
And
I got to tell you, I've heard about the third eye, and its properties in terms of your intuition and things like that. I didn't know it actually existed.
yes, it
Wow.
actually exists. It is in the center of the brain, and it is actually a third eye. So you can train yourself to use it visually by closing your two physical eyes and tapping into your intuition and concentrating on it. It can give you visions. And as a person who's intuitive all my life, I didn't understand that the visions could be, for
Real.
instance, real. I had a vision as, a young person that I was going to be in a car accident, Steve. And as you know, because I've told you my testimony now, is that car accident came to fruition. And I saw it before it happened. And if I would have known that that was a gift and not a curse, I would have been able to pray against that car accident and put up my shield to protect myself and call on my angels and guides, to make sure that they created a hedge of protection to go before me. But I didn't realize that at the time. But it is a gift. And so we should trust our intuition. And when thoughts come into your mind that you don't necessarily think are yours, they're probably not. And so there's discernment. So the third eye is the place where we have intuition and discernment both. And the ability to see things that are unseen. And the greatest thing and the greatest power about activating your third eye is that you have the ability to be unstoppable because you know truth from false. Nobody can lie to you.
But you would have to tune in, right? You'd have to tune in. And we're just about out of time. And I'm going to do this. Next time we get together, we're going to spend more time on the third eye because I find it fascinating.
Yes.
And there's a lot behind it in terms of your intuition and harnessing that power and also knowing the difference between truth and false.
Yes, absolutely. And being able to believe that you're intuitive enough to have these divine messages.
Right. Before we leave, can you tell everybody if they go to thrivehealingcenters.com, what are some of the things they can find there? What are some of the things quickly that you guys can do virtually?
Yes, virtually, I can do consultations for health and wellness coaching. I can do Reiki and color therapy from a distance, actually. It's very powerful. And I'm also able to help people with any type of herbal remedy that they need, whether custom or something that we already provide on our website at thrivehealingcenters.com. We have a wide range of CBD products that are therapeutic, healthy, not high, even for your pets. And then we also offer herbal remedies and essential oil remedies and flower essences. And so you can call and place an order or do a consultation with me, and I can help you create a remedy that's best for you. And also, our grand opening is tomorrow. So on February 2nd, and for the entire month of February, we are offering free mini sessions of Beamer, color therapy, and the biomat. And we're also giving away samples of some of our best products while supplies last. So please stop by anytime, Monday through Friday, through the month of February from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we look forward to serving the community here. We look forward to serving all of our friends that are out there listening us today. And I hope that everyone is blessed. And I just want you to know that I'm praying for humanity right now. And let's raise the vibration together so that we can all thrive in new ways.
I love it. Positive vibes all around. And Elizabeth, congratulations on the grand opening. You have quite a center there that does so many different things and helps so many people. And I look forward to talking to you more to share some of that. And we're going to get back to the third eye sometime because I'm personally intrigued. But good luck.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you so much, Steve. Have a great day. And, never give up hope, because if you are giving up hope today, friends, I want you to know you can call me here at Thrive Healing Centers and I will pray for you. And I'm a hope dealer. And there's always a way out of no way.
I appreciate you saying that. Thanks, Elizabeth.
Have a great day.
You too. We'll see you soon. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.